Alright, let's do it. Wait. Okay, now let's do it. Wait, turn subs off. Alright, so dude, wait. Let's watch it one time through. And then we'll go back through and give our bits and pieces. So far it's sick as hell. You got the plane crashing down and them jumping off the peak, the helipad on the peak. That's sick. And it's a wingsuit. Crazy robot. Tank shooting at a beach. It's like a beach tanker. Yeah. And pulling down the side of it, like the metal siding of it. Crunch. So maybe it's on that cargo ship. That's what this looks like. See, like these guys, everyone has attachments on their guns and shit. That's cool. That's cool. Damn. Still yoinking the tags. Still taking tags. That was always a big part of Battlefield. The knife from behind to take your tags. Always big. Also a really good song. It's like an actual airfield or like massive type beat. This is sick. This is sick because now we got a good we have the little bird. It's a little bird being chased by two Apache gunships, like the regular like helicopter gunships. And then they crash together. It's sick. Now, this is probably one of my favorite clips in the entire trailer. The Jeep stuff. Literally the Jeep stuff, man. Throwing the car, the little ATV with the C4 on it. We'll see that in the next trailer as well. That's it. And the classic Battlefield meme, the Renazook. Here it is. I saw this shit and I was dying. I was dying. I was literally almost crying on the floor. I could not believe they actually put that into a reveal trailer. The Renazook. Yeah, I like this as well. I'm not a huge fan of it because I haven't seen it yet, but dynamic weather, like really catastrophic dynamic weather, I think it could be a really cool addition. They did a little bit of it in Battlefield 1, and I think a little bit of it in Battlefield 5 with sandstorms. People aren't a big fan of sandstorms. I'm curious to see what this is. This is like 2 different tornadoes in the trailer so far. I don't know if they're the same map or not. They look similar, but not quite the same. The one's in a desert, one's in like greenish city. So, any casualty just glides out with the wing seat. I love it. All right, sick. Battlefield 2042. All right, let's go back through. I want to watch. Rate this part a little bit. So in the first scene, I think the first scene's pretty cool. First off, that's a plane we've never seen before. It looks like almost like a type of gunner plane. Probably has like I would guess maybe like 4 to 8. Well, I think we'll see in the gameplay trailer. But it's clearly got hit by a tracking missile. It had its flares pop. Let me see like this whole scene right here. Back in Battlefield 3, I think it was Damavan Peak. It was a rush map, pretty much. Well, also had Conquest on it, but it was particularly people loved it for being rush. Rush was a game mode that Battlefield had for a long time. Pretty much, you had 2 objectives, right? 2 bomb objectives that the defenders had to defend at all costs, and the attackers had to get to and plant, like activate the bombs, and then once they took those 2, it pushed the enemy, it pushed the defense back. So they had to go back and defend the next 2 sets of points. And on Damavan Peak, what everyone loved was that there was the peak, which is that you see the first wave, you work down the mountain, the attackers, all the way to the defense where they had 2 stations. When the stations were blown up, the defense had to then retreat, and by retreat they had to jump off the peak if they were alive, back down to the next set of stations to defend. On the attacking side, it was probably even cooler because once you took those, it was just you're running off the helipad and you're parachuting right off down into right down into the enemies, and you had helicopters too going down with you, like carrying people out. It was sick. It was amazing. So this I'm really happy to see, and I really hope they make this a rush map. If they do rush still, or even if it's just conquest, whatever it may be, whatever game modes they're gonna put around it, I think that would be amazing. It was always this nostalgic feeling. It was always like super thrilling to just like take a huge leap of faith, literally off the map down to the next level of it just to fight. And we saw attachments above too. Like he had like wings, like he has wingsuit. You see parachutes. You saw like maybe like a 2 or 3 times scope, or an ACOG. I mean the guy's carrying grenades on his back. Again, we see a couple helicopters. We see the robotic, like almost looks like an MRAR from Battlefield 4. It looks like it has a little gun on it. Probably very like probably doesn't do much damage. My guess it might possibly it could I don't know. I wonder if it has potential to repair or to destroy vehicles. That'd be cool. But it looks more like an just anti-infantry maybe. Cool ass tanks as always. Wait, right there I think we see like they might be repairing it or it's taking damage, I'm not sure. But yeah, this looks like classic Battlefield Levolution. They're literally taking it down. I hope it's in the game. This is all like in-game footage too, so. Again, I think this guy had a holographic sight on his gun. Could be wrong. I might have missed it. Yeah, shotgun. Maybe like a 2 times, something like that. No, it's a 1 times. Looks like not a coyote, but something similar to a coyote sight. And some muzzle attachments too. Looks like maybe that's a flash hider or muzzle brake. And then takes the tags. Love that. Love that. Yeah, it looks like they're going for a lot of Levolution that you can like do on your own. And hovercrafts. Hovercrafts were a DLC map special vehicle back in Battlefield 4, and they were sick. And they also came with special like hover tanks. It was cool. These aren't hover tanks, but still, an ice map would be cool. They did it in Battlefield 4, and I actually enjoyed it. Looks sick. Looks like some cool Levolution here. Giant dust cloud. Change the map up. Plus that not being there, who knows how the map would change with the rocket being shot up. Like, would everyone near it die because of the burn? I don't know. Well, I guess we'll have to see. This is cool. Like I said, the Apache and like 2 attack helicopters. Zoom ahead just a little bit. Yeah, it's cool. It has the two rotating like Gatling guns. Usually it was a 2 or 4 seater. And this wasn't mentioned. It kind of like passed over it, but the fact that this ATV is on the roof likely means that it was just simply requested and spawned there, which means a new system. I think it was they said it in one of the dev talks. I think you could request vehicles now instead of to have them at specific spawn locations. So that might be like one of those situations. And classic vehicle takes damage and does lose control. That was always a thing in Battlefield. When your vehicle takes damage beyond a certain point, it would simulate real life almost, where it would lose rotor control or something like that. It's the classic Rendazook with the, it looks like not the generic RPG, it was the, not the straw, I forget what it is. But yeah, just typical rocket, whatever. Then he jumps right back into the jet. Love that. Sort of that a little bit. So we don't see much more of the trailer, I don't think. Yeah, but we don't see much more at all in the trailer. Besides the changing weather patterns. And we could drive these little taxi-looking cars. That's pretty cool. They always had little vehicles, like smaller vehicles to transport. And I think that's just cool. Like, why not, right? Like motorbikes, dirt bikes, we're always thinking about it as well. So why not have a really small, map-specific transport vehicle? It'd be cool. Alright, let me skip through. That's it. Pretty much, he has the wingsuit, he glides out, which means, honestly, maybe that means that the dynamic weather isn't like an insta-kill. It might be like you could escape it or last it out even. We'll see. Pre-alpha gameplay. Got it. Whoa, slow it down, buddy. Okay, first. 4-man squads are back. And looks like here there's 3. So since these 2 are the same, we got. It looks like it's gonna be classes again, or they're gonna be like specialists. I heard specialists before because we see a guy we seen McKay. That's the name. Looks like conquest. We have ticket count, and we get a hint of Echo 1. So is one of the points. So I'm assuming there's gonna be like an Echo 1, 2, 3, and that gives you all control of like E or Echo point, right? We also have typical ammo counts, primary, secondary, gadget 1, 2, and then 3. It looks like. And then your health is in a nice small icon, which isn't bad. I'd assume that this green bar ticks it down. That's pretty cool. Map looks pretty simplified. Maybe it's because he's in the air though. And you can see it shows it shows all points controlled. A, B, C, D, E, F. C, D being neutral, E being where you are, designated by the triangle. That's pretty cool. I like that. That last one was just the wingsuit. And it could be in third person. This, we just got first person view of the hovercraft. It's like two abilities in the hovercraft looks like. I'm guessing that's a smoke screen, looks like maybe? Might be a smoke screen. That, I'm not sure what that is. But 4 passengers, 1 gunner, 1 driver, 2 passengers. And this is what I was talking about before. This plane looks sick. This looks sick. First off, it has 2 ginormous engines on it. That's gnarly. Sandstorm looks like it's coming in. Again, we get the glimpse of the B1 type thing. And I'm guessing since he's far away from Alpha Point, that's why you only see A instead of A1, 2, 3 or whatever. That's the MV38 or MV3B Condor. So it's the Condor. That's what it's called. And yeah, we got a floppy ragdoll. So yeah, we got top gunner, left gunner, right gunner, passenger, and then Burso. Looks just the passengers probably. I don't know what Burso is, but looks like 3 gunners. Top, left, right. That's pretty interesting. So I'd say this is a pretty strong like aircraft to be in. That could carry 6 passengers for one. It has 3 gunner seats. Also, this looks like the flare icon if I had to guess. I don't know what that is though. Maybe some sort of weapons. I'm not sure because in third person we can't really see. Ooh, look at the tank HUD. Primary. Okay, so we have like the regular shell. Well, also it might be a special shell. That's the secondary fire, smoke screen, and then repair. So you might be able to self-repair again. Again, we just get a glimpse of some of the util. Looks like maybe the rockets right there and the 5 right there. That looks like a smoke grenade maybe, or a regular grenade. Again, just vehicle, passenger vehicle. Oh, this scene was cool. Okay, this scene was actually really sick. Let's watch it. So he literally, man, we're really dissecting this right now. He's literally grappling up to the top. We got a glimpse of grapple, vehicle hot dropped in. Pretty cool. Looks like something that maybe like messed up his view. I'm not sure, that might have just been because of the animation.
Attention all squads. The Russian troops are falling back.
That's a cool sight. It's probably like a 4 times and a 1 times or something like that. Hybrid optic. Pretty cool. Let's keep going. Nightbird. 4 passenger. Another helicopter. So this is 1 helicopter. I think there's another helicopter as well. Civil rockets, flares, repair. Yeah, so there's 2 different attack helicopters. Take a look at some of the guns. Got a grapple. And it looks like it can be used pretty quick because the cooldown's already halfway. That's like 10 seconds. It's halfway through, so maybe every 20 seconds maybe you can reuse the grapple. Maybe. So tanks dropped in. Get it, 4 people, and then we get even a better glimpse. So you have 4 people in a tank. So they're definitely trying to keep squads together. In old Battlefield games, you can only have 2 people in a tank, the driver and the gunner. So now it looks like more you can have the whole squad in the tank, which is really cool. And they're even gunners too. It's top gunner, back gunner, and spotter. So there's actually a lot of positions. Keep the players together. It looks like a lot of vehicles. Classic destroying vehicles with the tank in midair. Love that. Nice gunner positions. This is huge. In past Battlefields, you couldn't roll over things on the map. They would block you. But if there's actual micro levolution, right, or like micro destruction like this, that could change the dynamic of like how you move around the map. That's amazing. Typical jet. Squad rolling up, and in comes a storm. I don't think I've seen anything new yet. But so that looks sick. I think it looks like the... I want to watch that again. It looks like the... I missed it. Yeah, it looks like the like you can see there's vehicles literally being spun around. So that wasn't just in the reveal trailer. That's actually like a legitimate thing. And I think it crashes that... It does. It crashes the helicopter, it looks like, maybe into the building. That's pretty cool. And this is the hot swap menu. So I'm guessing before the round starts, before the match starts, you could preset, or like whatever, you can have presets for your inventory to be hot swappable mid round, which is really cool. Swap attachments barrel, so undergrip, barrel, sight, and other stuff. And this is what I was talking about, Jeep stuff. So we have C4 on a Jeep, getting something to a helicopter. That's cool. Suppressor looks like on his gun. Maybe a burst. Looks like a vector pretty much. Looks like a vector. Or a drum mag. So maybe it makes you wonder if you could have different attachments. Because right here actually. But earlier we didn't see this. but it looks like you can actually see attachments, weapon attachments, in your hotbar down here, like in your, yeah, in your hotbar, I guess you call it. Because you see, like, looks like the Magnum has like an 8 times on it, which was a troll thing to do. It was in Battlefield 4 and is also in Battlefield 3, I believe. Also, the Vector has a drum mag attached, which probably isn't normal. And it looks like it has a forward grip, which probably is normal as well. Plus some util here, we don't know. Third person view in the wingsuit. That's cool. Some specialist names. Pretty cool. Ooh, I want to go back and see that. This looks like a DMR maybe. With like a 8 times, maybe a 16 times on it. That's pretty cool. Claymore, other stuff. And again, McKay. So it's one of the... Sick. Wait, so you can actually be under the rocket as it's taking off? Wow. I wonder if the rocket will be like an objective, like a capture point. That'd be cool. July 22nd, we'll get more. Cool. Hopefully we get hopefully in time, I mean, to July 22nd, we'll get more info. I'm guessing we'll get a beta or something to touch by October. That's my guess. Maybe the new game will release February? Maybe February, March of next year? Or if it does sooner, I'd be very surprised. I'd be a little concerned, maybe rushed. But if we get a beta in September, October, maybe they release it for Christmas time to get those Christmas sales in. Otherwise, it might be after. But yeah, we'll see. We will see. Cool. Good shit, good shit.